Yo, dude, what a time to be alive. Out of breath. Welcome back to another episode of Cape Aspinall. Cut! Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of... Well, we're hanging over here at the abandoned job site today. We're at the end of another day. You can always tell when the sun's shining on that side of the property. It's dinner time. So much got done today. Let's go inside. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? You're seeing this. You're seeing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You see it. Oh, looks like somebody forgot a water bottle. What a day. Holy. Well, we signed a new author today. That is incredibly exciting news. More details on that to come. Wow. I can't believe that cement. I can't believe it. It's one piece. We added 4 feet to the back. The building is officially 24-ish, almost 25 feet by 22 and change. It's actually a rectangle now. It was a square. Wow! Hope you can tell. I am excited. I knew they were doing this, but I guess I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect when we got here today. So the original wall sat here. You see the difference in color, and it was rotten. So we tore the wall down, poured a new foundation to bump this out to give us room to bring services in and to add stairs while leaving the original footprint of the building. You know, we had such a debacle with the hydro because we live so close to the American border. When we took possession of this property, it got flagged during an electrical inspection because it was all American material. Not that there's anything wrong with American material, but it doesn't satisfy Ontario law, so this whole place had to be gutted. It was an American-owned property, you know, we live near the border, and with the exchange rate, if I lived on that side, I'd be buying over here too. So anyway, this is installed, ready to rock and roll. We even have a working plug and our beautiful extension cord here that is somewhere in the rubble. There it is. Well, this tells me the upstairs bathroom is going to be done next. Let's go see. Oh, well, if sawhorses aren't an indicator that things are gonna get done here, I don't know what is. Well, welcome to the new primary loft of what was formerly an abandoned cabin garage house that somebody, you know, had plans to turn into a livable space with plumbing back in the 80s and 90s, but it never happened. On yesterday's video, we revealed that the hookups are already underground. Blessing in disguise. All we have to do now is get the plumber to connect to the lines. We cut this roof off. There was an old attic loft like you would find in a garage, and we put this truss system up instead. Now, this whole space is going to be a second bathroom upstairs with a shower. This is the ensuite in the primary loft. So there's going to be a wall that comes out to about here, and in order to save the footprint of the room, think about it as if we shift everything down because we put that dormer on that side. So, toilet, shower, sink right here above the other bathroom that's right down there. Okay, too damn hot, we gotta go. August in the wooden loft, it's 1.5 million degrees Celsius. Oh, take a seat, Aspinall. This excites me greatly. Oh, I shouldn't take my hat off. It's the microphone. Still learning. This excites me greatly. This excites me greatly. We weren't sure what, you know, a 400 square foot footprint on the ground would feel like as a cabin on the lake. Would it feel cottagey? Which is fine, except in December and January when it gets dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. So we're really happy with just how tall these ceilings are and that we were allowed to bump this out. We've gone out as far as we could legally within the foot range of the back property line. It's 25, 26, 30 feet. I can't remember. Property line at the back. This is as far as we were allowed to go. I was talking about the Michael Jordan print yesterday. It was in here. They were converting this to a bedroom, not with this ceiling, but this space right here, there was the Michael Jordan print right here on this wall that somebody put there in 1993, and it had been there for the last 30 years. Bumping out this wall also allowed us to drop a toilet in here and run all this plumbing under the cement over here to the shower, and this is where the bathroom sink is going to be, leaving all this space then to add laundry here. There's going to be a washer dryer hookup right here, and then this is where the kitchen space is going to be. Kitchen sink right here, that's a hose faucet that goes outside, all facing Lake Erie right there. Well, the update here, that's it for the update here today. But that's not the end of this video. Yesterday, I had a call with a district leader from Northern Ontario that I've gotten to know very well in the last couple of years. Guy is in immaculate shape. He just recently retired a little bit early to pursue his own leadership coaching business. After 27 years in the field of education, with nearly 20 as a school and district leader, I want to present to you a content creator who's going to be coming on this channel. Here's my conversation with Joël McLean. Hello world, welcome back to another episode of Camp Asphodel. Today I am joined by Joël McLean, a dear friend of mine who actually lives near where I was born in the middle of nowhere in Northern Ontario. I'm going to pass it over to you. How are you today?
Yeah, so I'm very good, Brian. Thanks for having me. And yeah, so North Bay, Ontario is where I am. And I like to say it's the southern Northern Ontario. We're like the hub in the middle. We've got Sudbury one way, we've got Ottawa the other way, we got Toronto the other way. And I think you're from like the Mattawa region. Is that where you're from, Brian?
I was born in New Liskeard. I went to kindergarten in Sudbury, and I have family in Callander currently.
Yeah, and that's where I actually reside. We're in the North Bay area, but I am actually in Callander, and that's my address. So great area to live in. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be part of the family, the Codebreaker family, of course. You know, I have so much fun meeting people, and I love talking about leadership development. I've got a couple of podcasts. I've got a French podcast, French language podcast, an English podcast, and you know, just meeting with people like you and learning from them and being able to, you know, to add value to them is the reason why I do what I do, right? And like the golfer goes golfing and loves what he does. Every single day that I breathe leadership development, that I breathe being able to help and to walk side by side with people to make sure that they become a better version of themselves today than they were yesterday. Man, that's like my round of golf right there, Brian. Right here at the golf course, actually, which is awesome. Links, yeah, and which is right there. So yeah,
you've got almost 3 decades in education and nearly 2 in school and district leadership. So what are you doing now in September? Well, now 2024.
Big changes, Brian. You know, we like taking risks. We're risk takers, of course. So less than 27 years in education, and I decided to retire a little early, about 3.5 years earlier. It was planned. Everything was planned. I got a plan in place. Started the consulting business, Inspire Leadership Coaching, about 5 years ago. And I was like born out of passion, right? I had lived an experience where I was on detachment to the Ministry of Education. I had coached school principals throughout all of Ontario in the 12 Francophone school boards. And that's where I really, you know, discovered that love for leadership development. So I said, you know what, I got to do more of that because it's what's putting the wind in my sails, right? It's keeping me going in my job. You know, I was teaching for 10 years. I was a chemistry teacher in high school, taught a little bit of 7 and 8 for a few years. And, you know, I've been a principal since 2006. So it's been quite a while. I've done some district work as well in the last 3 years. So, you know, I just wanted to keep doing it. And, you know, the more that it advanced, the more that I bettered myself. I got, you know, certified in coaching and leadership coaching as well, high performance leadership. And I was just going more and more and more. It was growing and growing. I got the podcast going. I got it on YouTube. And, you know, it just got to a point where we said, you know what, maybe, you know, if we really organized ourselves and you know, if we were intentional, we can get place where I can maybe duck out a little bit earlier than what I usually would and just keep doing that, right? Keep doing my passion.
Otherwise, you just spread yourself so thin. I remember it was like you're teaching full time and then you've got your handful of days off doing consulting on the side, but those are full-time jobs in themselves. So is the podcast, so is that X, Y, and Z. And yeah, I hear you, but still wanting to have an impact in education. And then where do you find that gravy train? Because there's some constraints when you're within a school district, parameters around what you can and cannot do. It's a publicly funded space. And you go out on your own and you're like, who's paying for all this now? So it's an interesting time to be alive. And that is exactly why we met, not just because we're both from Ontario, but I think because our pathways are very similar. I will tell you though, and don't hate me for this. 2006 is when I graduated teachers college.
I know. But I don't look my age. I do not look my age. So.
I was just going to say, I want to see you flex a bicep because I'm not sure here. Holy.
Gym goers, that's what we do. We take care of ourselves. That's part of the plan, right? That's part of the process of being a leader, of being somebody that's driven, somebody that wants to accomplish stuff, somebody that wants to be able to add value to others. Is we got to take care of ourselves first, right? So that means nutrition, that means, your body, your mind, your soul. It's the whole package, right?
When
so that's
kids do their best, you better model it, and be at your best. One thing, I get my best work done at the gym, honestly. Yeah. So I go to the gym now at 9 a.m., which is something I wasn't able to do when I was teaching or consulting or within a school board. So pros and cons to this new trail we're blazing. And I'm so grateful that you're going to be coming on. Friends, you'll be seeing more of Joël coming on this channel in the fall. We're going to be doing another video podcast series about school leadership. Well, friends, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for understanding that if you want to grow a YouTube channel, it takes a lot of people to make things happen because YouTube's a full-time job that pays diddly squat until you have a gajillion subscribers. So if you'd like to help contribute to the cause, hit the subscribe button. But I also think it's important to learn from those that I learn from. These are my mentors. These are my colleagues. These are the people that I lean on. So who better than to have presented and shared on this very channel? And with a diverse group of voices, well, I always say that innovation requires technology, and technology requires perspective, and perspective requires diversity. So I want to bring a range of voices to this very channel, where we can all learn together. That's going to do it for another episode. Peace and love from Canada's most southern mainland shoreline. Give somebody close to you a hug. Tell them they matter. Don't forget, you matter. Day 30. I don't even know. See you tomorrow. That's the first and last time I blow a kiss at the camera.